Hello, hello, I'm Bella, and welcome to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm going to start off with the job class, the Bard's Eye View, and since we're here and we're with level 30 of the main quest, I'm going to unlock this like civilized men and women, the Twin Adder. And off stream, in my free time, I did go back and do the Halatali dungeon, so I did manage to get these boys. So then all we have to do is the Kurthus one, and whenever we get there for the story. Like civilized men and women, Lieutenant Scarlet is looking for a few good soldiers. I'm guessing this just unlocks the kind of like the world bosses, or not world bosses, like the, what do you call it? World versus, kind of like world versus world in Guild Wars 2, where you have each of the companies fighting each other. So like you have the PvP, but now you're fighting with your companies. I'm guessing that's what this unlocks. Again, one feature I have never attempted. There's so much to this game. Come closer, Private Stardust. I would prefer that this tale be heard by you and you alone. It concerns a sensitive subject with which you are doubtless well acquainted, the Battle of Cartano. I speak of that bloodbath which marked the end of the 6th Astral Era, when both the 7th Legion and allied forces were slaughtered by that winged abomination which did its utmost to destroy all we know and love. No part of Eorzea was untouched by the Elder Primal's rage, least of all the Cartano Flats, which were ravaged, nay, remade in the fires of destruction. The flats were rendered an accursed wasteland, and all decent small folk know to keep a wide berth. Consequently, many question why the Eorzean Alliance continues to maintain a military presence in the region, despite the personnel and material required to do so. Elegant ruins, that's why. Allied scholars have been studying them since their discovery following the battle, during which time the Cartano Flats have been jointly administered by the 3 member nations of the Eorzean Alliance. This was an acceptable state of affairs for a time, but no longer. Ul'dah, Limsa Lominsa, and Gridania have all formally asserted a claim to the territory. A diplomatic resolution is no longer possible. The matter is to be decided on the field of battle. Lest you fear that this marks the advent of total war, worry not. We are allies as ever and shall conduct ourselves accordingly. All hostilities will be confined to the disputed territories, and engagements shall be fought to submission, not death. So you see, you needn't hesitate to join the fray. Should you have the misfortune of facing a friend in battle, you will only be expected to subdue him, not kill him. Aye, that's right. I tell you all this because we need men and women of your caliber on the front line. These ruins are of vital importance to our nation's security, and we cannot surrender them to a foreign power. You need not make a decision now. All I ask is that you speak with our man at the airship landing and listen to what he has to say. I love that get up to Angel. So at what point can I get fancy armor? Private Stardust. Come to join the fight, have we? Very good indeed. I'm just here to unlock the feature, sir. Borderland Ruins. Now, before we proceed, I must warn you, this isn't going to be like some jaunt in the wolves' den. You'll be pitted against wave after wave of fellow Alliance members in battle, and they won't care one whit that you're the Warrior of Light. This campaign will be long and brutal, and victories won today may be undone tomorrow. Consider the Borderland Ruins. We need only seize control of each ruin in the region, right? Wrong. Defense is paramount as well, for our rivals will muster forces to challenge our claims. It is for that reason we have established an airship route direct to the front line. Those who are ready and willing to fight will never want for transportation. Ah, but that look on your face bespeaks confusion. Are we at war or not? What is this bullocks about no killing? What in the seven hells is going on? That's what you're thinking, yes? It's less war and more organized violence to resolve a territorial dispute. And yes, it is to be civilized violence. Killing Alliance members is strictly prohibited. Though accidents have been known to happen, mind you. But you of all people have nothing to fear. You've escaped certain death more times than I can count. What are the odds you'll fail to do so this time, eh? Located on the outskirts of the Cartano Flats are now accessible. Control of this ancient Allegan site is decided via large-scale player versus player, known as frontline campaigns. Okay, I will not be doing you. I was never much for PvP content. Again, the first MMO I ever played was Guild Wars 2, and I've tried a little bit of PvP in that, but I'm more for world exploration kind of content. Okay, so we're going to Bird's Eye View. Bird's Eye View, what do we get here? Army's Payon. Grants Army's Payon to self and all party members within 50 yalms, increasing direct hit rate by 30%. Additional effect, 80% chance to grant repertoire. This effect can trigger repeatedly while singing the Army's Payon. Repertoire effect reduces weapon skill cast time and recast time, spell cast time and recast time, and auto attack delay by 4%. Can be stacked up to 4 times. Can only be executed while in combat. Okay. So it increases direct hit rate. Now I forget what repertoire actually does. Okay, so the repertoire effect. Okay, so the repertoire effect is just reducing cast times. Okay. Chantal would help you to learn yet another melody of the bard. 'Tis good to see you return, Bella, and more seasoned still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, but as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventurer in the spring of hers. This is an odd time for recollection, but it was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Bella, would you believe that common bards, too, were born of archers? This may seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far a stretch. Ask yourself this: what becomes of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives they might return to, aye, but most must needs take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who had once bent the bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realm, singing passionately and earnestly of the war as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs so capture the imagination of the people. Nary a day passes that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attentions of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another. And over time, each song was shown of verity, till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. By now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly, a bawdy tune may set off fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden. Yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For a blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of the Mughals. As great patrons of the arts, they feared that the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So it was that they labored to gather and safeguard those crystals known as souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I know I have mentioned this previously, but tell me, are you perchance familiar with the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool? Nay? Well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past, wherein countless Gridanian lives came to a premature end. But do forgive me. I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I will have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now, heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of ad-goats that have been recently lost to kid. The pair has been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beasts, then let fly your arrows in mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrow, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of poignant melody. Okay, that's over here. Okay, so I guess I can come down this way. That will be the quickest. And let's go through the ruin area. Is it through here? snake moat. No, leave me alone. I'm just here to look around. So I think there's a dungeon up there. Is there anyone to talk to up here? There is. This keep was built by the Amdapori, a people whose civilization flourished during the 5th Astral Era. I wonder how they would feel if they learned that the place has become a haven for cultists. That's not good. I don't know why. The way that it's overgrown here, I'm thinking of, I've never been there, but I've seen pictures of like ancient temples in India or Cambodia, I think was the other place. That would be amazing to see. Let's just run through here. I'm not gonna explore too much around here because I haven't been in this area yet, so I'm just gonna pass through. Don't mind me, bandits. These things hit hard. I'm sorry about your baby. It's not too far. I'm not going to waste gil. We got a fast mount speed in this map anyway. Welcome back, Bella. I can almost hear the cries of mourning that have seared themselves into your soul. That you remain unbowed by such anguish is a testament to your spirit's fortitude. Yet even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with the bow. A resilient heart must needs have a robust body in which to beat. Once you have trained both to equal strength, then shall I perform for you the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. Alright, song gauge expanded. Singing Army's Paean will display the action's corresponding song gauge, indicating the effect's time remaining. If the repertoire effect is triggered while Army's Paean is being sung, the bard is granted reduced weapon skill cast time and recast times. Spell cast time and recast. Alright, auto attack delay according to number of stacks accumulated. Singing Mage's Ballad will display the action's corresponding song gauge, indicating the effect's time remaining if the repertoire effect is triggered while Mage's Ballad is being sung. The recast times for Bloodletter and Reign of Death. Mage's Ballad? Have I even... Do I have Mage's Ballad? Okay. So it removes a detrimental effect. Nullifies knockbacks. So this is a boost. This is nullifications. Increases damage. Grants barrage. That's affecting targets. I might put these down here. Let me see. And put that there. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I never put that in here. Okay. Grants Mage's Ballad to self and all party members within 50 yalms, increasing damage dealt by 1%. Okay, so this increases 1%. This increases 30%. That's both within 50 yalms. Well, then why would you want this one if it's just 1%? Just to get... Oh, no, wait. Reduces recast for Bloodletter. Okay, that's why you would use this one. Okay, so then kind of switch those and then put these here. So those are the nullifications. These are the buffs. And then just gotta remind myself of crippling abilities. Do I want those there, though? Yeah, we'll try it there. Okay. So off to the Wrath of Titan. Level says 35, not quite yet. Wrath of Titan. Minfilia is waiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on a new development.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The Echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
Of course I wouldn't.
So you will accept?
Yes.
Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola. Can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Thank you for agreeing to handle Titan and the kobolds. As Y'shtola mentioned, the mission will be fraught with danger, so we will want to spare no preparation. I shall look forward to your triumphant return, as shall all your comrades. Go with the blessing of the crystal. No matter one's past transgressions, all who have seen the dream are welcome, even men such as we. I have heard offers such as these before. All were not more than bait for the hangman's noose. He's suspicious. There's so many people now. Looks like the antecedents found herself a good crop of aspiring heroes. I reckon the Orzea'll be all right as long as these fine folk are around to protect her. Still looking for his brothers. Alright. Clive, what do you have to say? I'm told you are one of our finest, Bella. I suspect we will see much more of each other in future. As the primals fall, so do our spirits soar. Though mine aid be but modest, I nonetheless am heartened in my duties. I don't want to believe that Master Garland is dead, but the chief wasn't the type to cut and run off. He wouldn't have gone to Cartano. He would have been there when Dalamud fell, which means... he's fine. If there's anything we can do to help, no matter how small, just ask. Broken carriage axle, cracked barrel, hells, even a leaky bucket. Say the word and we'll fix it. Get this little group. Guarding Neuraxia is a prestigious duty indeed. Arnvold is right to be excited. But he has never crossed swords with a Garlean before. I worry what will happen if he is forced to confront his father's countrymen. Congratulate the boy, Bella, chosen by the antecedent as the Sylph's bodyguard. What an honor. Of course, this means his dusty rags will no longer suffice. I say we get the boy a shiny new suit of silver armor, the kind the Sultan sworn wear. We split the cost evenly and surprise him. Not bad, eh? I'm in for it. Bella, have you heard? I have been chosen to serve as Neuraxia's bodyguard. There have been increasing reports of Imperial activity in Thanalan, and so the antecedent insists that our guests be escorted whenever venturing outside. I know how hard you, of all people, work to endear us to the Sylphs. I swear to you that I will guard our honored guest with my life, and not allow your efforts to come to naught. With this many people here, we need a culinarian of our own. We can't subsist on rations and preserved foodstuffs forever. No, that get very bland very quickly. So we got some new people here. Yida is on her way to Gridania to request the aid of the Order of the Twin Adder. In the meantime, we must learn all we can of the Primal Titan. Literature may yield us the odd morsel of useful information, but there is no surer way than to seek the former members of the Company of Heroes. Anyone over here? No? Got these two. Where's, oh, Unatayun. Oh, and Leavine. Okay, so you have this group here. You'll not believe it, but I've been summoned by Lady Manvilia. Do you suppose that she has an assignment for me? What I would not give to have something to fight for again, and yet I must not be overeager. The Waking Stand sure is busy these days. fresh-faced venturers eager to make their mark, famous folk like you running off to face the bleeding Lord of Crags. Maybe it's time for me and the boys to retire. Venturing's a dangerous calling, after all. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once, and that's that. True. The first time I saw this, I was in shock. It's like, it's like, Neuraxia? What? Put some pants on. This one has finally figured out a way to make walking ones be quiet. What does Friendly One think? This one is very convincing, yes? Put on some pants. I see a slip of red. You got red undies under there. Oh dear. Is there anyone else? No. Thancred's gone. Everyone else is gone. Let's talk to Tataru. Good evening, Bella. I trust your investigation is faring well. Off to a new one. Alright, so off to Limsa. Oh my god. Who's playing? Right behind me. Alright, we're going to Ad Castle. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak with the personnel officer. Unless you are the guest we were told to expect. Forgive me, madam. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogamoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals, fodder for their fell primal. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments, Bella. On behalf of Limsa Laminsa, I thank you for heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Bella personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands, and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Laminsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it, yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath, or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Laminsa's citizenry are, of course, a paramount concern. Already, we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help, Bella? Yes. You have my thanks. Along with the full support of the Maelstrom, I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lenosha. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Oh yeah. Can't summon mounts here. Guess the festival is over. The Company of Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of Eorzea. Even so, I must admit I have never before met one of their members face to face. I imagined that a warrior who had toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory, yet he seems to have settled in a place distinctly bereft of adoring crowds. How you doing? Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find you at last or three. You gonna say something, Venturer, or just keep staring? Hey, you want to know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige ye. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Trachtomb was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Tales from the Tidus Slayer. Trachtomb is eager to regale you with stories of his glory days. So, you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Tidus, aye? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Tidus took, and when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Hooah! Just like that. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we use to beat old Titus. That's right. Well, too bad, 'cause now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that, then we'll talk. You certainly have a unique style, Charge Doom. Keep on rocking it, if that's you. Hey, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Save me the hassle of... never mind. Hungry, hungry goobos. Reminds me of hungry, hungry hippos. Wonder if that's what they took the inspiration from. Trotchdoom appears to be ignoring you. See, do you have better gear? Do have that one. What level am I at for gear? 25. This is the next level, 30. Okay. And what level is this? 24. Okay. I might as well get that one. Because it doesn't matter with headpieces, so even if it's that, I'll just hide it. So yeah, sure. But I'll go for the new gear that we're getting here. Trotchdoom appears to be ignoring you. What? You're still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a gooboo. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like yourself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand on lookout in case a gooboo comes calling? Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Do you say anything else, or do you just sing? Yeah, I think he sings the same song there. Oh, a cart got tipped over and destroyed. You again? Then that Gubu that was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. The Laminson Way. Trash Tomb remains unconvinced of your readiness to defeat the dread primal Tidus. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Tidus. Maybe if you slew Trash Tomb, you in here drinking again? If you are, that Gubu had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You had me word on that. Cleave that beast's skull in two with me trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Was it Trash Tomb who slew that Gubu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Trash Tomb, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Tidus. Tidus? Tidus? Who in the seven hells is Tidus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Well, see, Tidus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of saga and shit I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. We'll learn the truth the Laminson way. Trash Tomb, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. I would never cheat. I just wanted to see what that looked like. Talk about cheating. All right, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson. Honest, I have. Save your blubbering, Trash Tomb. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but he went and believed me, Look, his name was Waistcat, alright? Waistcat. He'll tell you how to defeat Tidus, or whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. Stola's gone, right? Yeah. So he's back to work. Bumming around. Now we can explore. That always gets me. He throws a fish at you. Poor penguin. Oh, no, I didn't want to. Oh, well. We got hunting leveled, as well as a level up. Alright, so let's check. Alright, that's Central Shroud. Southern Thanalan. Southern Thanalan. Eastern Lenosha. Southern Thanalan, Central Shroud, Eastern Lenosha, Eastern Lenosha. Okay, this is on this side. Bloodshore Bell. Outer Lenosha, Upper Lenosha, Southern Thanalan, Kurthus, and Kurthus. Okay. So we're looking for Bloodshore Bell. That's in Raincatcher Gully. Okay. Tower over here. Gullbirch Tower. It's over here. Again, perfect place for a chest in the open. You can't climb to go higher. Alright, Fat Cat, you're gonna be my cushion. Geronimo! Oh dear. That'd be a big ass crab. Am I strong enough for that? Let's get some of our health back. that one out of the way. No. I don't think I'm strong enough for this. Nope, nope, I'm running. Nope. Strategic retreat. I think there's a place up here. The Garlock's lair. Is there a cave? You can't go in the cave? Why show a cave if you can't go in? So fade over here. A rutting buffalo. Oh dear. Are we interrupting mating season? Not making much of a difference. Okay, bye. How am I supposed to stop them? I'm just killing them. I don't want to kill them. Oh, maybe it's the budding I have to get rid of. I'm confused. I'm confused with that one. I'm leaving. Guard duty is dull duty. Good coin though. Could say it's golden duty, can't ye? Gil makes all the difference, does it? It does. The hunter and scholar there. Oh wait. You have to play the part. I might not be able to do any major quests, but we're at the beach. My loyalty goes beyond obedience. If your deeds would serve Master Gigaruju's interests, then my deeds shall serve yours. Levies of Costa del Sol. Noctar, the Adventurers Guild representative for local levy quests in Costa del Sol, is seeking an adventurer to undertake guild levies. Are you looking to make yourself useful? I'm Noctar, a representative of the Adventurers Guild. As the levy mate stationed here in Costa del Sol, it's my job to match capable adventurers to the tasks that come in from the locals. I start loading you up with dangerous fieldwork immediately, but I'm required to assess your suitability for handling the sort of threats you might encounter. Take a good look at the task outlined in this guild levy. Are you willing to try your hand at this trial? Underfoot. Last evening on his nightly walk through the jungle, Master Gigaruju was assaulted by a beetle who shrewdly maneuvered himself directly under Milord's bare left foot as he stepped down onto the sand. Needless to say, the master was infuriated and has since ordered the slaying of every creature in the area, so that no other might experience the suffering he did. Adventurers are sought to carry out his orders, and as always, money is no object. Very well. I'm certain you're already aware of this, but you'll likely encounter hostile creatures in the area. Be sure you are properly armed and armored before beginning your task. Goes down to the beach that way. I just love the tropical flora and fauna. Sometimes I question if opening the Flying Shark was the right decision, but if I wasn't bowing and scraping to some pretentious Eldon merchant, I figured I'd be doing the same to the Count de Dismal. That may have suited my father and grandfather, but I have aspirations for a better life. Yeah, you got yourself a sweet gig here working by the ocean. I'll be right with you, Waistcoat. I just wanna look around. Oh dear. Oh gods, my aching feet. You wish to see me dance, do you? Then I would first see the color of your coin. I have 3 little ones at home whose bellies need filling. Look at the sunrise come in. Swim. Let's swim. Swim in the morning light. Ain't this nice? Got the isle over here. There's a shark. Isle of Endless Summer. So beautiful. I do like the fact that your clothes look wet after you get into the water. That's a nice touch that they did. Same thing when it's raining. I think they give like a little wet effect to your clothes. Alright, let's get. Pardon, you wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us.
You fancy yourselves heroes then, just like in the tales.
Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence, thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way.
A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed.
Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan.
You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into Ogamoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegaruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our...
Ye gods, man! Have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates.
Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamoro.
Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations.
Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well.
Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. Nix that. Waistget would first like to verify that you are not a complete fraud.
Master Gegaruju requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Please conduct yourself with dignity whilst visiting Costa del Sol. If you behave inappropriately towards other guests, I may be forced to carry out punitive action.
Pardon me, ma'am. I was wool gathering. We've no black pudding today, I'm afraid, if you were so inclined. We do have some very nice bread pudding, though, with marmalade. Ooh.
Know how many guards Master Gegaruju has? Too damn many is what. The last time I checked, he wasn't Admiral Merowib. We need to stop playing around and put men where they're needed.
I cannot issue company levy quests to those who have not attained the rank of Sergeant 3rd Class. I have my orders. Welcome, madam. Do you require assistance? What do you do here? I am maidservant to Master Gegaruju, Lord of Costa del Sol. Master Gegaruju is, of course, second to none in matters of business and connoisseurship. However, he can be something of an innocent in other matters. It falls to us, his loyal staff, to support our master in these mundane areas so that he might focus more fully on his passion for amassing wealth. What kind of place is this? Costa del Sol is a shining jewel in the otherwise drab and unremarkable lands of Lenosha. The area originally cleared for farmland was soon abandoned after it was discovered that seawater had seeped into the water table. That was when Master Gegaruju, a wealthy Uldan entrepreneur, cast an appraising eye upon the shoreline. Rather than remain in the refugee-flooded streets of his native city, Master Gegaruju made a sizable contribution to the Admiral to secure the rights to build a new estate in these scenic environs. It is, I believe, a testament to my master's business acumen that he chose to rename this newly developed section of Bloodshore, a most uninviting appellation, to the far more palatable Costa del Sol. What a life you have, Gegaruju. Costa Beach Party. This morn finds Master Gegaruju the brightest jewel in the glittering high society of Costa del Sol, in an unaccountably pensive mood. Oh, where are they? Has something less than delightful and more than awful befallen the new dancing girls who were to arrive today? This is most inconvenient. I do so ever wish that someone would find the driver who was to bring my divine danseuse. That someone would be, well, healthily rewarded for it, I shouldn't doubt. An ascete is by nature cruel, because crude things offend our nature, and there will be so much crudeness. And oh, won't someone throw a pearl in my wine? Wow, he is living the high life. A pearl in his wine. Wow. There are other people to talk to. Got a ferry skipper. Master Gegaruju is exceedingly particular when it comes to quality, so to be hired as his personal chef is quite the honor. It is, however, a daily trial to create dishes that meet his demanding expectations. She's just sitting on the table. Okay, I better put on my gear here. So we come down here for the levy quest. Done.
buddy. As I expected, you managed the task without too much difficulty. Don't forget to collect your reward. Thank you. See, I knew that trial was a waste of time. I have plenty of other tasks that a hardy soul such as yourself should have little trouble with. Costa del Sol welcomes your continued cooperation. The governor sent you, did he? I was afraid he wasn't going to wait no more. Don't be giving me the sack now. Tain't my fault, I swear. I brought the girls just like I was supposed to, and we got as far as here afore they caught sight of the ocean, and that's the moment they started crying like curls and hopping as springins. Soon as I stopped the wagon, they were off and running to the beach. Now, I yelled at them ladies to get back in the carriage so we could get where we were supposed to, but they didn't pay me no never mind. You'd go talk some sense to them, wouldn't ye? Working stiffs, the both of us. You understand. You'll help me out? I'm begging you, tell those shimmying she-devils to go to the governors. I ain't getting the sack just 'cause they have a mind to build sandcastles. That's how people are sometimes when they see the beach for the first time. Drogo. From Game of Thrones? No. I ain't never stayed too long at any one job, but I've been here for a good while now. Might be as somewhat to do with the pretty dancer lass. Aldgate. Blue skies, cascade of flowers, colors of the tropics. They say Master Gekaruju paid a pretty penny indeed for this view. Excuse me, who are you? Not the boss of me, that's right. This is my first time on the beach, and nobody's going to tell me how long I can and can't have. Got that? I just feel so blessed to be here. This is so beautiful and inspiring, don't you think? I'm feeling so many things. I just need to drink it all in and channel it into my art. I want to go over there. Oh, honey, I've never seen anything like this. It's all dunes where I come from, you know. I'm sure Mr. Gekaruju wouldn't mind a bit if we stretched our legs before coming to see him. I gotta kill those things. Shells are right fancy and pricey back home. Bet you gill to Gubu Poop that I can sell a beauty like this to Master Gekaruju. Need to find a way to get it to him, though. You go wait while I find me a wagon or some such. Does recharge faster. like how the harp changes for each one. Very good. Let's check out Hidden Falls. Is this still part of Gigaruju's place here? It's dancing school. The Lalafels too. Don't really see the Lalafels dancing. It's always the kitty girls. I can be a dancer, say. Why does Master Gigaruju insist on making me wait? Wait on what? You can call me Curious Gorge. Curious Gorge? I'm Curious George? Well, you can call me whatever you damn please if you don't value your neck. I hail from the far north, beyond the highlands of Kurthis, where the mountains stand tall and the flames burn hotter than the pits of hell. My reasons for coming to this land are twofold. One, to pay a debt to an old comrade from the days before the calamity by protecting the villages here. Two, to spread the battle techniques perfected by my ancestors, that our proud line of warriors does not end with me. So I wondered, that's who you go to for after Marauder. What's is it Warrior? You level up to Warrior for Marauder at level 35. I wonder if that's who you go to. I love how clear the water is. Look at that. Can't talk to you. So this is the maid's staff. Someone's fishing. Oh no, can you get to that boat? I don't think there's a way to get onto it though. Alright, I believe we need to come this way. Okay. Fattened herring. When used as bait, a fish this size is sure to attract even the largest of beasts.
No. Yeah, so every time we're here, I'm gonna be putting this back on. Yeah. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Nyx leg, almost as large as the outgoat leg, but several times leaner. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busywork is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. A month's proposal. Waistcoat has an important mission for you. 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Mr. Gegaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Bella, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landonal at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Overcome by the ocean, are they? Seduced by the sand? With me waiting? Me, who paid so dearly to see their unparalleled undulations? Well, how delightful! They are true artistes, as beautiful inside as they are out. Gridania is green, Ul'dah is golden, but only Costa del Sol is blue and white. Yes, I should have thought of it earlier and given them leave to play upon the beach. Ah, happy it is to be a wealthy man. I shall wait because I can. I am no drudge quacking at the sound of a master's step, nor am I a knuckle-biter who needs a bottle of brand wine to keep the tremors at bay. I shall enjoy the anticipation and the fulfillment alike. The wind, it passes. Lock up your arcanists and hide the heavy equipment. Master Gegaruju is feeling bored. Excellent timing. Come, come. Such a still, wilting day, and I had a little thought, a violet, not a rose, to call up a refreshing breeze. The wind sprites now. You can get a healthy puff or two out of them. It follows that a powerful sprite can set a whole city aflutter. According to my best calculations, or rather my second best calculations, no need to ask how or why, collecting 3 cores from wind sprites should permit you to summon a more powerful specimen. Won't someone, present company definitely included, carry out my genius plan? Will someone deign to collect this handsome reward? Sure. I will get it for you.
must have talked to her. Already, I forgot. See, wind sprite core. The wind generated by these lighter than air cores is the bane of be-skirted women and be-kilted men across the realms. Now, that'd be a big one. Now, fight wind with wind. Ain't this nice? You got a little place the sun there. Sorry, I'm not in my bathing suit this time, Gigaruju. The storm sprite attacked you? So only you enjoyed a refreshing buffeting? I had but a whimpering whiffle. Oh, phooey. Now I shall be bored again. What level is this? Still 33? Okay. Bird's eye view. Is that similar to the bird's eye view that I just did? It's level 33. I could get that one. Get an eye patch. Or gold. It does go up higher. I might do that one. I know I just got a headpiece, but I'll go for this one. Ever capricious Master Gigaruju demands to know how his colibri are faring. You see all those wild colibri? Not one of them was originally here. Though the alchemical question of where here is, that's something we can munch many almonds over. 'Twas I that bred, fed, and released the birds. So of course they are still mine, or if they belong to themselves, certainly no one else owns them, at least not more than I owe them. Where was I? Oh, yes, my colibri are being poached. The miscreants hang just outside the boundary of Costa del Sol. Sly, and entice the colibri with feed. They should not be doing such a thing, such an ungentlemanly thing. Won't you parley with them? And if you can't talk sense to them, we'll just have to lure the birds back using these flowers. My colibri love roselle. Nectar, I happen to know. Why? Because I bred them and fed them. Oh, sorry, fat cat. Got that big crystal up there, and as beautiful as Costa del Sol is, you got an eyesore of an Imperial stronghold right overlooking over you. What are you doing to these birds? Back off. This is Bloodshore. We're not in Costa del Sol, and that means we don't have to live by your master's say-so. Yeah, Bloodshore is not a part of his little fiefdom. We're free folk here, not bought and paid for like a lot in Costa. Alright, we will lure the birds. Ocean Roselles. Due to the tendency of the flowers to grow randomly from its long, hard stalks, the roselle makes a terrible bouquet. Oh, it's so pretty though. There you go. Supposed to be toucans, but you're pink. Oh. You attacked me first. Damn that Gagaruju. He thinks he can buy everything. We built Costa del Sol by the sweat of our brows. Did he tell you that? I know every cobble of the streets, laid about half of them myself. It was a pioneer town, a good town. Then that moneybag swooped in and took it all. Stay as a lackey or leave as a free man. Those were the pickings. Then he took the beach. No more fishing without his say-so. And now he takes the colibri. Who leaves us nothing. We came out here with a bit, built a town, and now we have nothing. Know why the poor get poorer? It's because the rich get a notion to get richer. Every time Gagaruju gets that notion, he sends out someone like you to take another thing away from us. Stop playing the pity party. I hate that. When people blame the rich, it's because you have a lack mindset. Become an entrepreneur yourself. Stop bitching. That settles their hash. And now they have yet another bone to pick with me. The 12 know I have many a skeleton in my closet. Don't read too much into that, my dear. Would not be surprised. But those settlers have quite the ossuary. Costa del Sol was Admiral Merrilib's hobby horse. She had an idea to settle this area and so brought a number of folk on indenture. The terms were very generous. Hardly anyone died, a credit to her leadership. Yes, very creditable. But she had no head for business, kept trying to farm this salty land. I stepped in and saved her from ruin. You see Costa del Sol now, a jewel of commerce and culture, but I assure you, it was not thus when I purchased it. Many of the settlers have stayed and prospered. Why, a good third of my household was once a raw pioneer. But some people are like figs. They want to stay the same. Tiresome, I say. They've no one to blame but themselves. Alright. Off to speak with Landa now. I have not attuned there. See a bait over here. See if we can do this one. It's only a minute long. Yeah, I'll skip that. First time seeing Roots Lake. These boulders have lain as you see them since the calamity, atop the largest sized Camp Tranquil. Mind your step as you go, adventurer. The fall may not kill you, but it's certain to leave a mark. Need some help, buddy? Does the sight shock you? You should have seen it before the calamity. Sweet land it was. Got some Moogles.
Why, I've served Raya since she was a little girl, no bigger than me, Kubo. She has matured much since the calamity. Her brother Arun, on the other hand. When she was a child, Raya had quite a temper. She's a sweet little girl now, but a Moogle does not easily forget. Even now, the sound of her voice makes my fur stand on end, Kubo. I am Raya Senna, a Pajel of Gridania, as you might discern from the horns on my head. My name may be unfamiliar to you, but doubtless you know of my sister. That would be Kane Senna, Elder Soothsayer of Gridania and Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder. Together, we are known as the Three Soothsayers, my sister, myself, and our younger brother, Arun Senna. Among my myriad titles, I am proud to call myself a practitioner of white magic, which is the art of healing. This is an art for which we have no small need. The 12-foot has been made to suffer unspeakable pains, from the calamity to unending conflicts with the beast tribes, to exploitation at the hands of our own people. It is my duty, my calling, to provide succor, and I do it gladly. Oh, how did I miss that?
Another adventurer. Move along. I have my hands full with this merchant. We have strict rules requiring all foreign goods to be inspected by a mage before crossing our borders. Alas, some outsiders remain ignorant.
The hell's with the goddamned elementals, this goddamn swamp, and this goddamn woodwhaler? How long must I wait to make one goddamn delivery? Gods, I should have never left Ulda. Got a hunter and scholar there.
Matron's teats. Those turtles are huge. If the damn things didn't move, you'd think they were just another pile of rocks.
Aren't you curious about that giant door to the southwest? They say it's sealed to prevent some poisonous mist from leaking out, but I'm not fool enough to fall for that. You know what I think it is? Treasure. Legendary weapons, sparkling jewels, and mountains of gil so thick you could bury yourself in them. Those stories of poison mist are just to keep us from getting too curious, so you'll see.
I was bringing lumber to market long before the calamity. I tell you, the things I've seen in the 12 Woods since then boggle the mind. The most bizarre beasts seem to congregate around that giant gate to the southwest, and the Galmoran ruins to the northeast. From which of the 7 hells did those creatures come?
Let's see, repair gear. I'm fine. Encampment armor. These people first.
Nature tends towards stability and order, and for ages this balance of forces was maintained. Yet, as you can see, the calamity destroyed that delicate balance and severely weakened the land. The taint of corruption is even visible in some places. Snake Mold is one such location. Ever since the ruins were exposed 5 years ago, countless beasts have seen fit to make it their home. With such scars still fresh, I fear the forest will not completely recover for a long, long time.
The abandoned airship landing to the south has become a haven for poachers. Oh, we've tried to drive them off and succeeded more often than not, but even should they scatter, in time they slink back to take shelter once more. It's like trying to catch greased marmots. Never doubt that Camp Tranquil has a powerful protector in the 6th Spear. You have heard of the prowess of Captain Landau, of that I am certain.
Do you require assistance, adventurer? So, this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Bella. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant mantis. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice.
Alright, that is a good place to end it, and then next time we will do all the quests around here and we will continue with the main story. Give a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!